Alright, I'm back again. Rampage of 78 Designs, Alex Miller. And this week is supposed to be a Halloween 2 review, but, people just have, they do one show and then, they think they want to do all the shows, and it's a hard commitment, I understand that. It takes work. You don't just pop the camera on and start, doing a review or something like that. And so, when it comes time to do the show, it's always, take your pick of the litter, really. I gotta do this with my wife. You know how it goes, right? And it's like, no, I don't. So, I'm just not going to go looking for a co-host, and I guess I'm honestly not big enough to, be, hey, anyone want to do a show? 1,000 subscribers, whatever. So I guess maybe that was my fault for kind of like, first of all, assuming everyone wants to do a show, which is f***ing weird. I'm going to have to bleep that out, because that's another thing, is I don't understand what's going on. My views have just tanked. Maybe I'm just doing boring stuff. I honestly don't know what's going on right now in any situation, so that includes life and everything else. I don't know what the hell's going on with American Halloween 3. I just can't find actors, man. I'm not a real producer. It's not real production. And, it just comes, especially with women. Hey, come be in my movie, They just think you're creepy, bro. Especially around here. I'm in Massachusetts, so everybody is just an asshole. It's called Massholes for a reason. And so I just decided I wanted to keep this channel sort of Michael Myers, but, and don't worry, I'm not going to tell you I'm shifting to Power Rangers or something. There's like a moth in here that won't fucking leave. Anyways, and so I'm just going to do my own shit. I'm just going to not worry, it's going to be horror and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do horror reviews, Halloween reviews, some updates on the fan films, and if you like it, cool. If you don't, I don't give a shit anymore. Again, I wanted to keep it Michael Myers, but what does it matter? Nobody watches this shit anyway. So why don't we get to it and talk to ourselves for like 40 minutes? Anyways, so let's start this out. I watched a movie last night. What I do almost every night is watch like an 80s horror movie. Usually on Tubi, which is, I fucking love Tubi, it's fantastic. And, what I did was watch an 80s movie pretty much every night. I try to make sure it's like a horror slasher, because I'm trying to watch all the horror slashers, Alright, so I'm just gonna review random movies. If you fucking like it, that's cool. If not, I'll try to add some goddamn humor in, and I'm not that goddamn funny, although I've been told otherwise. I watched last night actually a movie from the early 90s, which was called Happy Hell Night, 1992. And, so it starts out in an asylum, and, we meet a guy in a cell, and, it's just basically Michael Myers, like, style. Like, he's just in the cell, he doesn't talk, he doesn't do nothing. And, the guard is saying he doesn't move or speak for 25 years. It was an eerie vibe. The killer was well hidden. You could already see this movie sort of like Halloween. The nurse guard says, nothing lives like that. I'm just gonna go through this one quick. So basically the movie's takes place on Halloween, and there's one shot of a pumpkin throughout the whole movie. And I guess Hell Night is supposed to be, Halloween, whatever. So I was going to go play-by-play, but I'm not going to do that. I think it's better just to freestyle. That's what I'm best at. So it's basically about this demon who is locked away in an asylum, but it shows this crazy, creepy scene from, a flashback from, 25 years ago. And it's all dark, and the dude goes in, and there's a bunch of bodies on the floor and shit. And, then the lights go on, and it's just this fucking Nosferatu-looking motherfucker with black eyes, and he's just holding up a body part. It's pretty damn creepy. I thought that was pretty dope. And then, the movie's actually about a girl that's scheming on two brothers. So that causes conflict. I don't know. He's returning to a sorority house where he first committed these murders. He wants to kill all the people in there. But there's not much Halloween stuff in it, so if you're looking for that for this, movie? Think I killed his bitch ass. What the fuck? If you're looking for that in this movie, you ain't gonna find much, right? I got some notes here, that's why I keep looking down. You know, I'm shameless, I don't give a shit. But this is why I don't want to do notes, because I don't like doing this. I usually freestyle, you guys know that. That's why it's easier for the I can't wait to get back to Halloween review, you know? Halloween 2 coming soon. So, yeah. So the way the guy breaks out is the kids want to get a picture of him for their, like, you know, frat or I don't even understand why they want to do that. It's the dumbest shit. And then they go into they break into the asylum, which basically they bolt out of the fence and there's no goddamn locked doors after. They just kind of freely walk in, and it's, for a guy like that, who's basically Michael, it's like, damn, you could just go right in there. And what's even funnier is, so now they go to the door where the dude's at, and it ain't like a lock, it ain't a big ass slam, you know? It's literally like the thinnest metal cross that's like holding it in. So the dude takes the cross out. You could imagine, other dude hears a noise and leaves, and the dude that was a pussy that didn't want to go in, that didn't open the door, is like, kind of tries to get balls and goes in. And the dude, you know, obviously murders him. The other guy comes back and fucking, dude has his hand out the like little window thing of the cell, which I don't know why that's even open. The killer could have always just done that. I promise it's not a bad movie. And then, so he goes to grab the friend's hand, and it's just the friend's hand. And so he runs away, and, you know, he bounces and runs into the police. Right there, I'd be like, yo, I just did the dumbest shit of my life and broke into a sanitarium. My friend is dead, help me. But instead, he goes, and gets fucking pulled over. And so now he's with this cop getting pulled over. And there's like priests and a dad in it. And it's like, I couldn't believe the dude was so worried about a break-in charge that he like didn't care about telling the cop that his friend got murdered. He kills a bunch of people in fabulous ways. He's very creepy. He has like a pickaxe, and he has like Freddy one-liners, but they're only one-liners. He doesn't say like sentences or whatever. So like the boyfriend that got cheated on and the other brother, they're both brothers, they go head-to-head because of this chick, and, you know, well, but not before they find all the bodies, and, then it flashes back to dude with the cop, which was a long-ass time. I skipped a lot of shit in this movie that you know, we're almost at the end here, so, and the cop finally releases him, and still all that time, it gave you, like, a half hour, and you still didn't say, you know what, dude, fuck this, my friend is dying or dead. You know, I fucked up and broke into a goddamn whatever. So basically, they have to go back to the mausoleum where this all started to kill the guy. This Michael Myers type guy. And they have a scene where he gets stabbed with the spike and falls out the window. You go back, look, just like the first Halloween, then you go back, look, he not there. And that's that. For that. And then the movie ends in like a tomb or whatever, in the mausoleum. And he has to be stabbed with like a certain spike, and yeah, I don't know. It was pretty good though. And then at the end, when they're all in the ambulance and shit, he gives it like the look back. He's the ambulance driver. But lots of in between, lots of scary moments, lots of creepy shit in that movie. I think you guys should check that out. I give it like a C, something like that. I don't do points when it comes to random movies because I can't attribute those with the ones that I have made for Halloween. So, you know. Basically the gist of it. Let me see if there's anything in here that I could add to it. There's not, I mean, there's one scene in an attic where he's just looking at them and they're like, shit, there he is, and they try to shoot the mirror or the window or whatever. They shoot him, they think it is, and it ends up being a mirror, kind of like Halloween 2018. And so I thought that was pretty cool. The effects were pretty damn good. Aside from the first kill, there's like pink blood for some fucking reason. I'll turn a movie off, but I said, no, just keep going. I had my finger hovering, but I was like, just keep going, this movie's alright. So, you know, go check that. And just, yeah, so that's basically that movie. Go check that out. It's called Happy Hell Night, 1992. You know, it's not bad. And the killer's very creepy. He's very much like Michael Myers and Nosferatu mixed together. So, hey, new movie from the 90s. Not new, but if it's something you haven't seen, then it'd be new. Let's get into a little bit about Halloween. I mean, the state of Halloween is so weird. They're really pushing for Danielle Harris, or she's pushing rather for her own vision of Halloween, or, you know, a Jamie movie or something. Let me tell you something. The only way I'd be cool with a Jamie movie is if Michael Myers is still the antagonist and it's years later or something. I don't and I don't know what she said. I forget. I don't pay too much attention to what she says, but I would only accept that if it was with Michael Myers and Jamie is not a killer or anything. I hate that. I thought that was so stupid because she posted a concept poster like, well, what if, and like Jamie was the killer, and it's like, no, dude, no. I don't want that shit, dude. Michael Myers was established, and that's who everybody kind of paid to see, dude. Like, and the thing about Danielle Harris is, like, she has had a lot of moments, you know, I hate to say it, but she's not Jamie Lee Curtis, so she's not someone that's going to be a big, like, huge draw. Like, she has a massive fan base, but it's not anything compared to Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's not something that's going to make people jump off their seats to go see her in a movie. But it is a Halloween movie, so that's why people would probably jump up to go see it. My point is, she's been in Rob Zombie's Halloween, you know, she's been in 4 and 5, and it's just, I don't feel like we need that. I would certainly watch it. The other thing is the Halloween TV series, which, and this sounds wild, but I really want to try to do something with that, with them. Like, I want to make the mask for the film or something. I just feel like everything we do is so unnoticed, and, you know, I can only share the link of my fan film so many times, and I'm screaming to the high heavens, watch this, it's so good. And, you know, there's a lot of this, I don't know, maybe we just need to keep working, that's the bottom line, and try to get better and stuff like that, and try to make the movies better, try to make the kills better, try to make Michael Myers better, try to make the characters better. The thing is, with an American Halloween, with our shit, I wanted to make a Halloween that was way different for you, but at the same time wasn't too offensive, and it's something like you could kind of imagine, you know. And so I think Halloween Ends really put a big dent in things. It really soured a lot of people, and then you had some were edgelords, okay, that probably didn't even care about the movie, but here they are, you know what I mean, and defending the movie just because they want to be edgelords. And there's people that really did love the movie, but I'm a Michael Myers fan, so you saw my review, go check it out for the Halloween Ends if you want to know what I thought about that movie. But now that we're not in the review stage right now, I can tell you it wasn't my favorite Halloween movie at all, or even close. It's not even one that I really like that much. I just think it's a good movie by itself. I don't think it's a good Halloween movie. I think it's an awful representation of Michael Myers. So I think they may be working on fixing that, and I really want to try to somehow throw my name in the hat to do something with that film. You know, what else? You know, I forgot also, I met Christopher Nelson and presented him a little Halloween Ends mini. I think that was back in like October or something, and I dressed as Halloween Kills Michael, which I'll show you. And I actually did the under mask makeup too, so it was pretty cool. And so we get there, and my photo op with Christopher Nelson is at like 3 or something. I got in there, and it was so fucking hard to figure out where to go, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Like, the security or anyone that was running the event didn't know, was like, oh, I think it's down there. And to go to the photo op was on the other side of the building, dude. I had no idea. So I'm like, oh, alright. So I start rushing to go get the picture, and there's fucking Christopher Nelson walking back, and I was like, oh shit, supposed to get a photo op with you. And he's like, oh, did you pay? And like, not like an asshole, but he's like, oh, you paid for a photo op? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, come back, I got something for you. And we're walking back, and I'm like, you got something for me? I'm like, well, I got something for you. And he's like, since you didn't get to do the photo op and you missed it, I was only like 3 minutes late, but I get it, he wants to get the fuck out of there. I'll let you hold the Ends mask, and we'll take a photo near my table. And I was like, fair enough. And we did that, and you know, Sean Clark was there, and I gave Nelson the mini Ends mask that I make. And then later on, everyone's like, Alex, you gotta see this, you gotta see this. I'm like, oh shit, okay, what happened? It's just a video of them, like, with the mask, like, not making fun of it, but just I'm like, dude, I don't care, man. There's no tag with me. Like, oh, well, this is goofy, right? But this kid made this. Like, it's whatever, man. And that's where we're at, man. I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I want it to be Halloween. I'll never stray away from Halloween because I just don't care. I'm not trying to be a filmmaker for random films. I just want to do Halloween stuff really right now. And I got the new mask we're going to mold, and we'll put out hopefully the intro to American Halloween 3 if we can get that shot. And then in October, the rest of the movie will come. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. This is just Rampage of 78 Designs, like the show. And that's it. I'm no longer asking what people want to do. This is it. I'm just going to talk about random Halloween events and all that shit and news and stuff like that. And I hope everyone has a great week. I hope you had a great weekend, rather. I'll see you on the next one. We're going to do Halloween 2 review, and then we'll do Halloween 3. Halloween 2 is probably going to be with a buddy, Jeff Mickey. He's Canadian. He's my boy, and I've known him for a long-ass time. And, so stay tuned for that. All right. Have a good night, guys.